So in this video, I have kind of strung together a few random finds that I've made over the past few outings. It's been kind of a weird month, at least for herping, because normally this time of year would be much wetter than it is, and I'd be able to find a lot more salamanders a lot easier than I have. And it's also been a little cold for snakes, except we did have some strange spring weather recently in which I did find some snakes. So yeah, it's going to be a kind of a montage video. And here's a nice little banana slug. This is Sierran tree frog, also called the Pacific chorus frog. They are the most common native species of frog in California's Bay Area. So this is the California newt. They're closely related to the rough-skinned newt of the same genus, Tarica. The easiest way to tell the difference is that in the rough-skinned newt, the dark brown coloration goes below the eye, whereas in the California newt, it meets the eye. So this is a southern alligator lizard. Who's just hanging out under this piece of wood here. This is a juvenile, getting close to subadult. These guys often lose their tails as a defense strategy. You can see that this one has an extremely long tail, probably about twice the length of the rest of the body. So he's been relatively lucky, because often by the time they're this size, they'll already have a regenerated tail. Very cool. I just uncovered this very cold western fence lizard, often called a blue belly. You can probably see why. They have these cool blue markings on their underside. They use those for territorial displays. Okay, this is a Pacific ringneck snake. They're one of the smallest species in this area. They're a fossorial snake, which means that they spend most of their time underground, or at least a good portion of their time underground. Easy to see how they got their name. There's an orange band that goes around the neck. And today just got even better. Just flipped 2 more ringneck snakes. These are, I would say, subadults. They're pretty small still. They get quite a bit bigger than this. You could say juvenile even. Awesome though, under the same piece of cover. This is the place. This is a northern Pacific rattlesnake. I wasn't expecting to see one of these in January, but here we are. This area does have a lot of rattlesnakes. So, if there was going to be one, it was going to be here, and it is. Look at that. It's a fairly warm day today, got about 65 degrees. We've been having some kind of spring-like weather in the middle of January here in the Bay Area of California. And the snakes are maybe taking advantage of it, or maybe just being thrown off by it. It's hard to say. Here's an Ensatina with some pretty cool coloration. The orange on the legs is very striking. That's a pretty common thing for juveniles, but this is a subadult and it's very impressive looking.